guys, how's it going? I'm here with Access Of and in Baker Place tonight, and we're just going to catch up with them, see how they're doing. So guys, introduce yourselves to us here in Flip It TV.
I'm Ethan and I play drums.
I'm Niall, I play guitar.
And I'm Ewan and I play bass.
We all sing, by the way.
Yeah, everyone sings.
So guys, give me the backstory to Access Of. How do you all get together and how do you know each other?
Who wants to do that?
Okay, well we've been together about three or 4 years. We started on the northwest of Ireland around about 4 years ago when our old bands broke up. Me and Ewan kind of got together and started jamming a bit, and we basically played numerous amounts of awful gigs. And we got him on drums and started playing gigs. But that would be to put it very simply. But you go through all the band politics, which we won't.
And is there a message that you're trying to portray through your music? Because from what I gather, there's some kind of political undertone to Access Of.
It used to be a pretty strong kind of in your face kind of way of us saying things, but
yeah, it's not the typical really preachy kind of politics band, but I think there's definitely a sense of when we started the band we wanted to make sure that every song we wrote was about something that we really cared about or something that was important to us, and it's not so much a real doctrine to it or a real preachy thing, but I think we do tend to, there's a lot of songs about environmentalism and activism and stuff like that, and conservation.
Yeah, I noticed that in some of your videos you had kind of flyers with the thing up there for BBC.
I think one thing is that we kind of want people to not even care about what we're saying about, but care about something.
Just engage on what we're saying instead of just being submissive and just brushing things off before you've even really looked into it, or because we try to keep an open mind about everything, and we also would hope that our fans would, or anyone that listens to our music would keep an open mind about what we're saying about.
Good. So tell me about your tour with The Death of Her Money. How did it go? Give me all the info on it.
Well, we basically we met them over the internet, the useful MySpace
Site.
Yeah.
Band looking heavy band.
And they're some Welsh guys. They're in a band in Wales, and it was literally a friend of ours was we played with this band in Wales. They're really good. You should do a tour with them. So we were just all right. And we just emailed them and we were let's do a tour. And we did trip in Scotland with them, and then we did a tour of Ireland with them as well, and they loved it. And I think we're playing with them. We go over again to play in the UK next week, but I think we're doing a show with them in Wales. So they're the coolest people ever, and their music is mesmerising.
Loudest band I've it blew me away with how loud they were. They're just insanely loud.
I heard there was an incident in Manchester. Guy, tell me about that. What happened?
That was a tour of our own, but that was before we met Death of Her Money. But basically this guy just decided, sometimes you get people at gigs that think it's funny if they don't like a band to dance to them anyway and be haha, I don't like this, but I'm being ironic. So he he was drunk.
Took it a bit too far. He came up on stage and was hands around us and all, and stamping on all our pedals, and it was just so hard not to lash out.
And the other thing about it was sometimes that's easy to take if there's other people at the gig enjoying it, but this was one of those gigs on tour that no one was at.
Oh no!
So it was just heartbreaking. If anything, it was really heartbreaking. But I'm glad we kind of came out of that gig better people.
Yeah, it's good we experienced it at this stage rather than at some time whenever we're at home and that happens, and it's
we literally have never packed our gear up quicker. It's just as soon as the last song, it's just go, and everyone just straight out the door and drove away. I just wanted to get out of there so quickly.
Besides Manchester, so was there any other really memorable moments from that tour, or any of your tours so far?
Good or bad?
Good or bad, both.
For some reason, bad just comes to mind. There's been some really good ones. I think a really good one was the first tour we ever went on. We played in this town in Wales called Pontypridd, and we went there on the first day of our first tour. And there was a handful of people there, but eventually by the end of the gig they were really into it, and it really worked out.
First gig outside of Ireland, so we were kind of we didn't know what to expect. It was just great.
You went back there again, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was the thing. That's the real memorable moment. It's like coming back the last time, and it's like, you know, like twice as many people, and like it wasn't by chance. It was like people had talked about it, and like there was anticipation, and it was like, wow, like, you know, if we could just keep doing this everywhere, then, you know, like it's gonna be like self-sustainable.
It was funny because we got like, it was the first time on tour. Like we had a few really good gigs at home, but it was the first time on tour we got an encore. So we were like, we don't actually have any more songs, and then we were like, well, like a few days ago we recorded a song for a compilation CD in like Belfast, and it was a cover of, do you know LaFaro? A band called LaFaro?
I've heard of them.
Basically, they've got the song called Tuppenny Nudger, and it's like one of the most popular songs that have been written in quite a while in Northern Ireland, and it's like a sludge cover of it. So it was like this really slow version of it, and we just played it because we didn't have any other songs. We played it so badly and really ropey, but everyone was loving it. And I just couldn't get my head around that situation, that we were in this like the smallest town in the middle of nowhere of Wales, just playing like our song from Northern Ireland like ridiculously, and everyone was loving it. Just couldn't get my head around it.
So that's going to be up there on your highlights, something you keep with you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's a few really good things, but like Ponty's always really good fun. I can't think of anything else that's really good.
Edinburgh was great.
Yeah, we like playing in Edinburgh.
That was a beautiful city. I mean, I'd never been there before, and it was incredible.
The first time we played Galway as well, because we like had been booked to play Galway, I don't know, like 3 times before that. And there was always something that like messed up, or we messed up on our side, and it just for some reason never worked out. And then like the time that we eventually got to play there, like was just such a cool gig.
Like, it was, really everything.
And you were well received there?
Yeah, great.
It's a good city. Tell me about Glasgow, where you played there earlier this year, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a pretty big step for us to
Big
play
stage
Glasgow.
as well.
Yeah, it was surprising. It was our first time playing, and we were opening the main stage. But the crowd that we got, it was pretty incredible considering. It was the first thing in the morning, about 12 o'clock in the day, and so there was probably about 400 or 500 people watching us.
We kind of had this like thought in our head that we were going to end up playing like the biggest stage that we'd ever played to like 5-10 people, because it just really looked like that. It was like hitting like 11:45, and I was just like, oh, jeez. And I had my phone out and texting everyone I knew at Glasgow, like, please, please. And then like, I don't know what happened, but just seeing hordes of these people coming over the hill, I was just like, yes, let's go on now. And I just remember like,
how does that feel actually?
Oh, it was amazing, because it was just so
Kind of
unexpected.
shocking.
Like,
Yeah,
it was
I mean, we'd have been happy to play to 20 people. So
I like just before we went on, whenever I was setting up my bass, I like looked out, and like on the field I saw like this one guy walking across, and I was like, right. I just kind of told myself, right, just accept it now. We're going to play Glasgowbury, and we're going to play to one person. And I was like, but I'm just going to be happy
We've been
that I
aiming
get
to play Glasgow for so long, so we're not going to be disappointed.
Yeah, I was like,
we're just glad that we were asked to play. Like,
so whenever we saw more people coming, it was like, wow, this
it was
is
just, like everyone singing along to our songs, and it was.
That must be amazing, like people
So
actually
good.
sing lyrics that you've come up with.
Because like a band that are so suited to small venues, it was kind of like, right, we shouldn't, but technically, we're like, compared to some of the other bands on this stage, we shouldn't be here. But I think we did like as good a job as anyone did that day, like, and I'm really proud of that gig.
Cool. Tell me about the video for Port Espana. It's pretty dark.
Yeah,
Especially those masks.
Yeah, it was a fun one to
It's
make.
pretty
definitely.
scary.
It was weird when the guy was pitching it to us. We were thinking like, this is going to be the cheesiest thing ever. Like, just as he said, it was like it could have just easily been, you know, one of those kind of tech video metal projects, like where it's just like a really amateur metal band like have a playing their guitars by the fire or something like that on a really low resolution camera. It just, but like, yeah, it came off so well, so much better than I expected it to. Like.
We did actually think it was going to look like school project at the start.
I think it's the furthest thing from a school project. It's really professional. It looks really well.
So the guy that done it like hadn't really done a video, and like he hadn't really done a professional video before, or like he hadn't done a video in so long.
It's kind of an experiment for both of us, really. Because we were kind of reluctant at first to do a video because of what we perceived it to be, but then whenever we did it and we saw the results, it was great for both of us. I think we were both kind of excited by
It's
it.
just another medium for like someone to hear our music.
Yeah, which we hadn't really had before, so it was great.
Just any way to freak people out, really.
Yeah, I think it did. I think it did.
Some people were freaked out by it, I think.
I think it's played a big part with things like Glasgowbury, for people to know our lyrics, because it gave them a kind of visual medium to see it, and then that was definitely one of the most sang along to songs.
Yeah, no, that video is always. I think that video is the reason why so many people know that song. If you know what I mean.
It's kind of depressing.
But
It's
you're
like,
like,
how are
to
we
be
ever
honest,
going to
you-
better that?
There isn't too much about you on the internet. Like that, like song was one of the things that really like stuck out for me.
Yeah.
And it kind of really put a face to your name. So
Totally,
like,
yeah.
I appreciated it. It was really good. So what was the last personal risk you took?
Personal risk.
Yeah.
I would say whenever I put 500 quid of my own money into buying the van for the band.
And then there was just a van that I drove without insurance from about 60 miles from Belfast to about 60 miles from Belfast to Coleraine. So that was a pretty dodgy thing. Because we literally spotted that day and we didn't have any money to get insurance at that point.
Personal risks are like what we specialise in.
Really?
The band's basically
Plan
it's-
something that we can't do and hope that it comes off.
Yeah,
Just generally
it's based on decisions that like we haven't really thought about the consequences until after we've done them. So we're like, okay, well we'll book the boat for tour with no money, and then we'll just have to sort it out. Do you know what I mean?
Some
Instead of
people-
sitting back and like going like, well, we'll wait till we've got some money and then we'll do this, or we'll wait till we've got like someone who can put us on. We're just like, right, we're gonna go do this.
I think some people call us like risky guys, but I would kind of refer to us more as idiots. There's no kind of risk, it's just pure idiocy.
It's because it's
typing
paid
buttons.
off for us. It's paid off for us now. Mostly nothing really that bad has happened to us, but we're definitely due something so bad.
Due a fall sometime soon. Like
Totally.
Too easier.
only messing. Sure, all the hard work is paying off anyway.
Yes.
What song makes you smile regardless of the mood you're in? Anything.
As cheesy as it sounds, I have to say Stairway to Heaven. I was like, yeah, see, because my mom introduced me to it, and it kind of got me into kind of playing drums. So I have to say that it's kind of what sparked it off for me.
The
So.
River by Bruce Springsteen. Well, actually,
Chorus.
it makes me smile and it kind of. Go on, Bruce. I believe in you.
Songs that make me smile. Oh, this is really hard.
No songs make you smile.
Nah, I can't be made to
He's a
smile.
lost soul.
Do you know that song? I don't know. You know what to say now?
Do you want me to give you one of mine? Does that help?
I don't have any
Look
songs
what
that
the
make-
cat dragged in by gigs.
Yeah, look what the cat dragged in by gigs. Exactly that.
We'll throw that on underneath the video. So. What makes you angry? Like really angry?
Oh,
we say
I should have read
silly
this. I could have totally.
I asked you to read them.
Because one of my silly things is that whenever people are using toothpaste and they leave toothpaste around the cap, that really annoys me. Because it's like, clean up after yourself. But I mean, it's really petty. But if you think about, if that annoys me, when somebody like, I don't know, cuts me off on the road, think how angry I get then. It's
Yeah.
some court cases have happened. So
Some mental things get me angry.
Angry.
lots of things make you angry.
Come on, just say one. Like I know they do.
Do you know what sucks? When people drive past you in a car and like shout something, then you can't hear them. And you're like, what is
Do you know what I don't like?
that?
I don't like when, do you know when people have sugar in their tea
Yeah.
and then they put like the spoon back
Back
into
in
the
the thing and
bowl
it sticks
and it's
to
all
you.
sticky. Or like, you know, people are buttering toast
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
leave all the crumbs on top of the butter.
Now you know when you're in an argument with someone or like someone slags you
This
or
is-
by them,
yeah.
and you're just like, oh, and you take it, and then like 2 seconds later you have the best comeback in your head, and you're just like, oh, come back, and it's just like no matter what you do now, they're just gonna be like, oh, do you think how long do you think I have? And you're like, I don't care, 5 minutes, it was worth it. It's just also people who
Yeah, I know what you're
hoodies, sleeveless hoodies with t-shirts underneath.
Wow, that would be annoying.
Yeah, that's.
Oh wow, oh no, what did I do?
Or when you're in an argument and someone tells you to chill out or
Oh,
calm
yeah.
down, like right, chill out, psycho, and you're like,
Yeah.
you can't say anything back to
You're
me.
going red there because that's like, yeah, I know I'm going red. We're arguing. Do you not get the whole like kind of point of this?
You should have started this question. We're going to be on here all day. Like,
And this is our chance as like what makes us angry. This is our chance
Probably
to like,
good.
the political speech or like say something important, but we're talking about toothpaste and arguing with each other.
Look what the cat dragged in by gigs.
Yeah, that annoys us.
Guys, you've been really, really nice to talk to you. Thank you so much, and best of luck with tonight. Hope it
Are you
goes
staying
well.
for the gig?
Yes, of course we are.
These guys all
Live
gonna
TV
be
always
dancing.
stay for gigs we interview.
that's great. Thank you very much. Thank you.